Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, man. And today we're talking about Michael Burry's 13F filing, his stock market portfolio update for Q3. Man, what is Michael Burry doing? What is going on? Man, is Michael Burry expecting a crash, man? He is super prepared. Like, he is ready. Like, you've never seen anything like this, man. So guys, please like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna be providing you with a lot more content. So let's get into this. So, man, Michael Burry, Cyan Asset Management. Like, look at his portfolio value now. Only 41 million with only 6 stocks. Remember, Michael Burry usually has like 13, 14 positions going in and out, just doing a lot with his portfolio. But now, he has been like on the forefront of saying like Elon Musk, like all Tesla is a bubble. He's saying everything basically is a bubble right now. And I'm going to show you later on that his tweets are just saying like screaming, sell. So guys, tell me down below, what do you believe? Do you believe what Michael Burry is saying? Because remember, he predicted the Big Short, the whole freaking crash with the housing market. He did predict that in 2008, 2009. So is his prediction right this time? Like, you have to understand like where he's coming from and what he's seeing in the market. And we're gonna get into what he's seeing. But first, let's go in his portfolio. CVS. He really believes in CVS because he's been holding CVS and he hasn't been really selling. So he really believes in CVS, and that's a good sign. He bought it in Q1 2021, and he's been holding ever since. So, guys, we might have to do a deep dive on CVS and why he like loves this pharmacy retail company, but it has to do with the freaking the Moderna shots and all the Pfizer and all the whole pandemic, and that's how they're getting a lot of the revenue, man. That's how they're gonna continue to grow, and he still sees that as an undervalued stock right now. So we might have to do a deep dive on CVS because probably CVS might be looking undervalued right now. Let's see where it is in the market. Since October 2020, it's had a 58% run. It's only at 16 PE, 123 billion market cap. So CVS hasn't been doing too bad, not too good, just probably mediocre. But he still sees it as a huge opportunity because he has a 40% position in it, even though that's not a lot because, he has, man, he's ready. Like, he's ready for the crash. You know how much cash he probably has on the side right now? Lockheed Martin, man. And this is an interesting buy because we know what's happening with the U.S. and China relationships, with Taiwan, the military, defense, all that stuff. They're just picking that up. That's gonna keep picking up as Biden and Xi Jinping sees their competitiveness go up, and they're trying to compete on like defense, on freaking military, on just the whole landscape of just growing the economy. So Lockheed Martin actually looks like something that you might have to dig into. It might be an interesting buy, man. So, man, I might look into Lockheed Martin, man. There's probably already good write-ups and there's good like valuations on the internet, but that's an interesting concept that Michael Burry is thinking. So look how just look how like on defense he is. Like CVS isn't gonna go anywhere. Like, that's always gonna be around. Like even if the economy tanks, like CVS is still gonna be there. Defense, like Lockheed Martin, like building like all those freaking fighter jets and selling them, like, come on, like, think about that. That's never going away. So he's really on the defense. Industrial supplies. Like, he just bought 2.7%. So just he understands what's going on in the economy right now, what he's seeing. And if he's right, he's gonna make a lot, because I wager that he's probably 50% in cash right now, just sitting on the sideline waiting for something to happen. Because just look at all of this. Sell, Discovery. Freaking, remember when I thought about actually going into Discovery and look at it, but look, he's sold out of Discovery. Golden Ocean, Suncoke, like pharmaceutical, Scorpio, just everything, global growth. Like, he's just sold 100%. So like, let's think about that. Like, these are not small positions. 13%, 18% of his portfolio, 18%. Like, Like he's selling he's selling out of these positions, preparing for the worst. And we can just see that he expects a huge bubble pop. Like the market crash he expecting is going to be worse than 2008, 2009. He I think he's honestly thinking that this is going to be in Great Depression territories. But like we have to really think about it. Like Michael Burry, come on, like he can't predict it. He did it once, but man, like it's just too hard to predict. Like, so let's look at what Michael Burry is seeing right now and all his tweets regarding the crash, man. Because these are interesting tweets, and man, we gotta go into it. Like, look at this. More speculation than the 1920s, man. More overvaluation than the 1990s. And we know what the tech bubble did, man. We know the Great Depression. We know all of that stuff, more. More geopolitical economic strife than the 1970s. Biden and China, Taiwan, we have Russia. Like, man, but like, think about it too. There's always going to be new market headlines, new market stuff. There's always going to be war predictions. There's always going to be supply chain issues. There's always something new. Like it's never just steady. There's always something coming up, always something new. They have to build drama, right? Players grabbing the barrel of Kyle Rittenhouse's rifle with the SecGov, whatever, right? And then Rivian, 100 guys. IPO, it's valued 120 billion and hasn't produced anything. So that's how he's looking at it. He's just like, how is this company priced at this much? Hasn't produced anything. Like, hasn't made anything, hasn't sold anything really. Like, they have contracts with Amazon, which is like really strong, but still, it still hasn't produced anything. And this is how he's just relating it to Tesla. I think this is because of Tesla. People see what happened with the electric car company with Tesla, and they're predicting this Rivian too. So that's what I'm seeing. Look what Michael Burry said again. The S&P 500's nominal PE ratio is 26. The Shiller Cape is 39. 23. Neither necessary nor sufficient, but the S&P's was 18 before the 2000 and 2009 58% crash. So in 2008, 2009, it was at 18, and now we're at 39. Think about that. We're at 39, and it was at 18 before it crashed, the S&P. And then 20 before the 1929, 1939, 80% crash. So that crash was only, that's crazy, man. When you really think about it, it's just like, it makes sense, but at the same time, companies are doing way better than whatever in 1990s, in the freaking 1929s. Like companies like Google, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, they're actually growing and they have real earnings. It's not like the tech bubble where Yahoo was selling at like 1,000 PE and it had no earnings, like, or Pets.com with no earnings. It's like, it's not like that. As I'm talking about the main companies. Those main companies are still growing 20%. They have $1 trillion market caps and they have dominant market positions. So I'm not sure if I totally agree on what's happening. In before the 1973, 1975 crash, 48% crash. So, and earnings fell 91% in 2008, 2009, 73% in 29, 39. So this is what I'm seeing. Like Michael Burry has his head down. He has more than, I guarantee, he has way more than 50% in cash, predicting a crash. So guys, like, what are you doing with your money? Like, are you saving it for a rainy day? Because we see inflation, we see supply chain issues, we see Biden and China going back and forth. What are your views on the whole market? Are you bearish, bullish for the next 5 to 10 years? What are you doing with your cash? Are you selling off some positions? Are you just holding because you know that you cannot predict the next cycle, the next crash? But you can understand that, if anything, we are in the last innings of a baseball game. We're probably in the 9th inning, like, evaluations. So you see Phil Town even too, he's still 35% in cash right now. So you see some of these investors, Warren Buffett, he has over $140 billion in cash waiting for something to happen. So you see a lot of these super investors having a lot of cash on the side waiting for something to happen, but we don't know if that's going to happen. So tell me down below what you guys are doing, man. Like, subscribe to this video, and I'll get back to you in the next one. Peace!